You watch the entrance of the Scout HQ closely, your heart anxious as you watch for the Scouts to return from their latest expedition beyond Walsena. Levi had assured you that they'd be back after a few days, but now it's been nearly a week since they had left. You desperately hope that the formation Erwin had planned just had to be changed and their route had to change, rather than something bad happening. Please be all right, Levi, you think as you turn away from the window to return to your desk to continue working on paperwork. You don't know how much time has passed with you working on paperwork instead of worrying about whether or not Levi and the others are all right or not, but now it's nearly dark, and there's still no sign of them. You let out a tired sigh before getting up from your desk, groaning at the soreness in your back from sitting in your desk chair nearly all day. You decided to make your way down to the mess hall to get some dinner before getting some rest. As you make your way to your office door, you hear distant shouts. You gasp as you whirl back around towards the window. Once you get to the window, you see the Scouts on their horses filing in through the gate. They're back. You smile before you turn away from the window, running out of your office to greet them. You run through the corridors of HQ at full speed, wanting to get to the front doors as soon as possible, wanting to see Levi. You push open the door, feeling the warm, early summer air against your skin as your eyes search for the captain of the Scouts. Your eyes travel over the many familiar faces until they land on the one you were looking for, his ebony black hair shining in the final bits of sunshine that's still shining over the wall. Levi. You smile before you start running straight for him. Levi! You shout as you get closer to him. At the sound of your voice, Levi turns away from his horse, his steel-gray eyes meeting yours. You're back! You grin as you crash into him, wrapping your arms around his neck tightly, causing him to let out a grunt from the impact. Well, what did you expect, brat? He asks as he wraps his arms around you, hugging you back. I always come back. Yeah. You smile as you pull away from the hug slightly so that you can stare into his eyes. You do. And with that, you lean forward, kissing him passionately, in which he responds to immediately, kissing you back just as passionately. You're glad that he came back to you safe and sound, like he always does. But you just can't help but worry about him when he's on expeditions. Luckily, though, you know that Levi will always return to you safe and sound.